Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing a DC superhero figure review, and that will be of Superman. Now, the DC superhero line is a toy line that focuses mainly on Superman, Batman, their friends, and their enemies, and it is done by Mattel. Now, it focuses only on those two superhero franchises, and doesn't bother with anyone else. But then again, that's what the DC Universe Classic line is for. See, they're both made by Mattel, and they're both the same size and scale with the same posability in all sorts, so they're pretty much brother-sister toy lines. With that said, let's just take a look at the box art. Take a look at that. Each figure comes with this gnarly box, and it comes with a comic. As you can see, this is a Doomsday comic. Yes, you can see the price there. It's $10.99. Yeah, not bad. Got it from Kmart. I'll get into that later, but yeah. The comic is okay, I guess, but it's really not necessary. And here's a few more figures from the wave. Bizarro, Doomsday, Supergirl, who looks like she should belong in the TV series in the comic, and then Supes. Now, a little information about Superman. Superman's real name is Bob Marley, and he takes photos for Playboy on his spare time. He's also a stockbroker, and he's a transvestite. His superpowers are the ability to shoot milk out of his nipples. Okay, that's called a joke. Now, listen. Do not take this the wrong way like you guys did in my Batman Classic review. You guys went over the board with that. But whatever. Anyways, we all know Superman. We all know his story. You know, Kal-El from Krypton. I don't have to go into that. Bloody hell. Anyways, let's talk about the figure's posability. God, people are going to be commenting on that. Anyways, his posability. Again, his posability is exactly like the DC Universe Classic figures. Feet can go out, knees can bend, quadriceps can go around, legs can go out. Why Superman does a split, I don't know. His arms can go out, his elbows, his shoulders, his hands, his head can look around, everything. This figure has all the posability. His skin is kind of in a lighter tone, but has a little wash over it to make it look a little bit more detailed. You can see that. He has bright blue eyes, and his color scheme is the standard Superman color scheme. Although his red is a little bit darker than what I would think a Superman red should be. It's more of a kind of a crimson red color, but it's still pretty nice. There's two versions of this figure. There's this version, the standard Superman colors, and then there's a version with black instead of yellow in the insignia, and he has red eyes. Now, with that said, you guys know the posability, and you guys can see the colors, so I'm going to go into the good, the bad, and whether or not you'll get him. So, I'll be right back. Okay, here's Superman in a normal Superman pose, hands on the hips, looking like the truth, justice, and American way that he always does. Now, let's get into the toy line itself before I get into the figure. The toy line isn't that old. It only came out in, I believe, 06 or 07. However, to get your hands on them is actually pretty hard. You're not going to find them in retail. You're going to have to go to a comic book store or go to Amazon or eBay for them. It won't cost you that much. It will cost you around $17 to $20 to buy these figures. My comic book store, they are $17. Now, I always wanted to pick up this Superman figure, but my comic book store never had them. For what reason, I don't know. So when I went to Kmart, which is rare, because why would I ever go to Kmart? I mean, Kmart is kind of crappy. But I did go in there expecting to see maybe a few DC Universe Wave 4 figures. I wanted to pick up Wonder Woman, Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis. But instead I saw this guy with a alternate color Superman and Supergirl. So I quickly picked him up because I was happy to get him. I always wanted him. Why not? He's badass looking. So with that said, if you're going to get the figures, you might as well go to your comic store or to go online. You may pay a little extra, but it's worth it. So anyways, on to the figure itself. I have to say I really, really like this figure. I'm a little disturbed by his long neck, but if you tilt the head down, it doesn't look that bad. But the figure is a great mold, very muscular, not too huge and muscular like other Superman figures can be. The color scheme works out well, even with the darker crimson red-like color. It's not overly dark, it's still within the believability of Superman. Now, my only harp with this figure, and I'll use that word, for lack of a better term. The only thing I don't like about this figure is the cape, for two reasons. Well, one I think I already said is because it's not cloth. You guys know I love cloth. But two, let's see if you can figure it out. Did you figure it out yet? You're still thinking. Well, maybe some of you got it. Whatever. Anyways, my problem with the cape is that it doesn't have the insignia on the back. Yes, that gold insignia that Superman always has on the back of his cape. Where the fuck is it? I don't know. But, yes, that's a minor problem. On the whole, this figure is actually really nice, and I have to say it's one of my favorite Superman figures. But then again, I don't have many. Posability is great, detailing's good, the mold is very nice, and, you know, it's not that expensive either. It's not like you're going to go out of your way too much if you buy them online. 17 bucks isn't that much. Well, in the depression that we're going to be going into, or recession, or whatever, which isn't going to be that bad, people, but, yeah, I guess 17 bucks could be pushing it. But if you go to your local Kmart and for some reason they have them, you might as well pick them up there. Okay, whatever. Anyways, back onto the figure. It's a very nice figure. I can't say much bad about it. You know, he's good. What can I say? So if you see him, pick him up. Or if you see any of the other stuff from the line, pick him up. The only other figure I think I'll pick up from the line is the Steel figure. That is in my comic book store, and that looks nasty. That's something I would go out of my way for. But if you see this guy, pick him up. Yes, his face disappeared because of the lighting. Let's see. There we go. So yes, with that said, I'm going to end the review here. This is Andrew. I'm saying peace out for now. Ooh, Superman's crotch. Yeah.